Hello, frugal friends, and welcome to a very warm drugstore full face. Everything in this video, including the shirt, costs less than my manicure. Well, save for one item, but we'll get to that later. All right, let's get started. Alright, so I've started with a fresh, clean face, just putting on my headband here to keep the hair out of my way. We're going to get started here by hydrating. I'm using the e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer, and I'm just going to apply that all over the face here. Oh yeah, gotta make sure we stay hydrated. That is important. What I like most about this moisturizer, other than the fact that it's cheap, which is always a plus, is that it's really lightweight, and I feel like it gives me moisture without making me oily, which is definitely me. Also guys, excuse any breathiness I have. I'm currently 7 months pregnant and your girl can't breathe. Alright, on to the next step. Just putting on some chapstick. I like this Vaseline Lip Therapy. It's the original formula, so nothing too fancy, but I really like it. Oh yeah, next step in our hydration game, drink that water. It is the best hydrator out there. Sometimes you need electrolytes, but that's a whole nother story. Alright, to move it along in this, we're going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose 3-in-1 Primering Water. I like to spritz that all over the face. It's really nice. It dries fairly quickly, so you can get on with your life. Alright, next up is Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. My one is Nude Ivory. I really like that paddle on it. Oh, it's so nice. Also, after this, I spend about 5 minutes patting this into my face with a wet beauty blender, and I decided to cut that out so you guys don't have to watch that. Just know I did 2 layers of this stuff because it is very buildable in coverage, and I wanted more of a full coverage look today. Alright, yeah, let's just a little bit of blending footage here, and then we're just going to cut straight to it being done. Yeah, see? Much better. Alright, next step, which I didn't show you until later, is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I love this stuff. It's really amazing. And it's about here that I realize that I'm doing everything backwards that I usually do. Usually do eyes first, then face, because of fallout reasons. I'll hate myself for that later, but for now, we're just going with the flow, doing what we do. And to save you from another 2 minutes of me patting my face with a beauty blender, I'm going to show a little bit of it, and then we're just going to flip right to the next step. Alright. Yep, there we go. I remembered to show it to you afterwards. That's what the bottle looks like. Love this stuff. Super high coverage, very nice. And then next I have the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. I'm using just a clear one today to set my face. and using the e.l.f. mineral powder brush. This thing is so old, I need a new one. But hey, gotta stick with what works, am I right? Yeah, pat, 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 get that in there, even though I certainly regret doing this step first. Alright, on to the eyes. I'm using the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air color icon palette. Absolutely love this thing. I'm also going to be using a couple Wet n Wild brushes, the fluffy like crease brush and then the lid brush. So we're going to start with that fluffy crease brush, take the first transition color, the one that is literally named number 1, and put that all up in the crease. Yes, blend, 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 because that is my favorite thing to do. Don't want any harsh lines. Yeah guys, I'm definitely all for the cheap makeup. I don't want to spend too much, I don't want to break my bank, so here I am. Only own 3 brushes and I only own like 3 makeup palettes too, one of which was given to me. Yeah, that's how I roll. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think and how you guys like to live your life, makeup wise, of course. Alright, now we're going into shade number 10, the bottom transition shade, just to help deepen that crease a little bit. And also warm it up. Very warm shade, I love it. Awesome, I'm going to take that flat packing brush next. I'm going to dip it into, I think this shade is number 7 here. I'm going to put that right into the outer corner and into that outer V. I'm just going to pack on the color as much as I can, and then we're going to blend it out with that fluffy brush in a second. Awesome, blend, blend, blend. I'm also going to go in a second time after this, just to make sure it's all nice and deep and dark and beautiful. And I already regret not doing the eyes first. Wonderful. I'm going to grab just a little bit of number 6, which is just slightly lighter and a little more orange rather than red, on that fluffy brush just to help blend out the red further into the lid. No harsh lines, nuh-uh. Alright, now to do the same on the other side. Try to keep them nice and even, though sisters not twins, am I right? Sometimes I can't even get them to be cousins, but no, that's usually my eyebrows. Alright, moving on to the next step in our wonderful little eye look here. I'm grabbing, I didn't even show you guys, but I'm grabbing number 9. It is that darkest brown all the way at the bottom below that number 10 shade. And I'm going to pack that into the outer V, and then we'll be doing a little bit more blending here. Don't mind me, just a little nosy sometimes. Filming right in front of the window, anytime any movement catches my eye, I have to look over. And again. Here we go, probably a better look into what I was doing on the other side, though I'm sure you guys get the gist. And more fallout, just get rid of that. So disappointed. Wonderful, so back to that flat packing brush. I wonder if I'm going to show you, I forgot already. Yep. We're taking, the number on the back says it is number 3. We're putting that in the whole inner third of the lid. A nice bright shade. Very pretty, like champagne gold color. Oh, I love it. Wonderful, doing this on the other side. And there is a step that I'm forgetting to do here. I remember it later on, but later on I'm going to add another color from the I Love You So Mochi palette. It is the yellow color that I don't think is named, it's only numbered again. It's number 8. We're gonna put that over this color on the inner third as well, just to make it way more warm toned. But again, no footage until later because I forgot. Alright, again with the fallout. And I didn't like how all the fallout and fixing the fallout was making my under eyes look, so I'm going back in with that camo concealer, adding a little bit more. We're going to blend that stuff out and then pack it again with some finishing powder. And I can't stress enough how much I love using a wet beauty blender for this. It just makes it so much easier. I feel like things melt into the skin a lot better with a wet beauty blender, or at least these products that I'm using here today. Alright, now we're finally moving on from the eyes for now. And we're going to start contouring the face. After setting, obviously. Getting ahead of myself. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I totally have hit pan on this powder from e.l.f. I love it so much. I don't like to buy things unless I know I'm going to hit pan eventually. Something you can use over and over again and not have to rebuy. Oh yes, the under eyes. So I'm going back in with that dark red shade, and I'm going to use that to line my lash line underneath there in the outer third of the lid. We're going to connect it to the top as well and kind of make a little bitty wing shape. Help us add some drama to the look. After I'm done with this red here, I'm going to go back in with that champagne gold and put it on the inner third of the under eye, connecting it with the top side. So basically my goal for this channel is to show you guys not only one or two looks, but I want to show you as many looks as possible with the exact same products, how versatile our drugstore things can truly be. I feel like sometimes we buy a palette and we're like, oh, I can make so many looks with that, and then we actually don't. So I'm going to be exhausting these palettes until they are dead. And like I said, I only have 3 of them, but we'll see exactly how many I can do. So like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below if that is something you guys would like to see. Alright, next up we have our e.l.f. Golden Bronzing Palette, I think is its full name. I'll have to search that up. I'll put it in the description box for you guys. But we're going to go in and start with the bottom right, very cool toned contour shade. I really like this as a nice contour base before I put my bronzer on. Very lightly contoured. This isn't going to give you a huge change or be too bold or anything like that. It's just super light, very nice, natural looking contour. Alright, and another little thing that I like to do in contouring my nose is I'll take that little smaller eye brush and dip it into that contour and use it to contour my nose, since my other brush is far too big. Let me know if you guys have as much issues as I do flipping over to the other side, whether it be mascara, eyeshadow, eyeliner, or even my eyebrows. Alright, just taking my big fluffy brush, and we are going to be blending everything out nicely. Yeah, I gotta get under the chin, especially this late into the pregnancy. Alright, now we're going to take that bronzing shade up on top, and we're going to warm everything up. This one as well is pretty subtle. It is buildable though, so you can build it up to however you'd like it to be. I like to keep mine light. Alright, and now we're going to do some blush, which is also in this. I've hit pan on the blush because I like it so much. I have naturally red cheeks, so I like to shy away from bright blushes. And this one is just nice and light. This whole palette isn't super pigmented, but that's kind of what I like about it. I don't like putting anything crazy pigmented on my face. Awesome, so we're moving on to brows. This is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil. My color is ash brown. It's actually a really nice color for me. Just flipping it around to the spoolie side and putting on my brows. Alright, so I know you guys know how to do brows already, and if not, let me know if you want a tutorial on how I do brows. But for now, I'm going to just hurry on through and cut out all the footage of me putting on my brows. Alright, moving over to the other side, having to change positions, but you guys know how that is. Whew, pretty much done, just gotta do one final little blend in with my spoolie here. I feel like my brows take more concentration than they should, but I feel like that's also everybody. Alright, now we're just going to put on some eyeliner. I got the Auto eyeliner from LA Colors. I actually personally don't like this one, so I would use whichever one you guys like, and trust, this one just moves all over the place. Not highly recommended, gotta go buy another one. And next we're gonna put on Maybelline's The Falsies. Love this stuff. And here I am remembering to put on my I Love You So Mochi. So again, we're gonna be taking that yellow color. Right there from the middle, it is number 8. And we're gonna put that on the inner third of the eye. Alright, so next up on the list is the one not drugstore item I'm using. It's the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Platinum Ice Skin Frost Pro Palette for my highlighter. I'm only using this because a friend gifted it to me. I'm so very lucky. But the color I'm using out of it is the Canary Bling, the very bright yellow. If you guys don't have this palette, not to worry, Wet n Wild has some amazing, very pigmented, very bright highlighters for y'all. So I skipped past putting on the rest of the highlight for y'all. Very boring to watch me do it. Just put it where you like it. And next I'm going to be using the Maybelline Seductress Matte Lipstick. I believe they're the Matte Stay Inks. Yes, Super Stay Matte Ink lipstick. I kind of accidentally go completely out of frame to put this on, so I put it on off camera for you guys, but here it is on. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.